unboxing today, and I hope you'll join me and you'll stick around just to find out what this is all about. I've never done an unboxing before. This is the first time, so go easy on me. Let's get right to it. This is something that I ordered for myself for my birthday this year through Amazon. It's something I researched heavily because I wanted to get started in basically using a tabletop or a smooth surface camera dolly that could be remote controlled. So let's take a look at what's inside. Obviously some instructions. Not sure we're going to need these, but we'll keep them around just in case. It looks like we've got a USB probably charging cable. I'm assuming that, yeah, we can probably plug this into the wall or plug this into a laptop to charge the unit. It does have a lithium battery in it, which is awesome. And I did check it out. It is pre-charged. Now, I'm not sure what the Allen wrench is for yet, but we'll figure that out. And there's also a spare rubber ring for the wheels on this unit, which help it get traction on a smooth surface. Now, of course, the most important thing here is the unit, and this is a tabletop dolly that is remote controlled. It's got a lithium rechargeable battery. You can see that it's from the Yelangu company, which I'm assuming is a Chinese company. It's the L4 unit. It has 3 speeds. It has forward and reverse, and again, it's remote controlled, which was something super important to me. Of course, one of the most important things for this unit to me, of course, was the remote control. This is the unit. They did send the correct button battery for it, so you're good to go right out of the box. Again, also the dolly was pre-charged, so you can play with it a little bit before you use up that first charge that was done at the factory. The last thing here is the adapter. I'm not sure you'll find this useful. You can attach the camera directly to the dolly using this adapter. It's got a nice rubber pad to protect your camera when you put it on here. It's just that if you want to make more detailed adjustments, you're definitely going to need to do what I did, which is basically buy a fluid pan head. I also ordered this for my birthday. This is from Gear. It's a nice fluid pan head with a lot of adjustments and some bubble levels on it. I think you'll find that helpful as well. And of course, you can order something that appeals to you. You will need the adapter to put your fluid pan head on top of the unit. So you can go ahead and screw it in here on the bottom. With the larger of the 2 adjustments, you can actually use the Allen wrench that they gave you in the kit to tighten that up so you don't have any vibration while it's rolling. Tighten that up nice, and then go ahead and there's 2 holes on top of the unit. Good thing that I was paying attention. You definitely want to move your wheels out so the unit is stable. These are adjustable, so you can make all kinds of adjustments as you run it across a tabletop or a smooth surface. And you can go ahead and just screw it into the top of the unit. Make it nice and secure. That's it. That's the unit. You can see that there is an off and on switch on the bottom here on this side, and you can see that if you turn it on and off that it will flash as it's readying the unit's motor. And these lights actually do indicate the battery's strength, so as the battery strength diminishes, you will see the lights start to disappear. I believe it does glow red as it's charging and eventually goes to green when it's fully charged. So you will probably find this unit lightweight and easy to carry with you as you take on a project. Next to these lights, you're going to see a couple of buttons. You're going to see a speed control button, and you're going to see forward and reverse buttons. You can do these things manually, but that means you're going to have the camera set. You're going to have your camera set to record or have a remote to control pictures or video on your camera as well. I just found it a lot easier to have the camera set and running with the video, and then just use your remote for the unit, for the dolly unit, to control all your motion. So that's some of the basics. Now, I'm not going to tell you what necessarily is forward and reverse on this controller, because basically it's going to be however you set the unit down relatively on your surface. If you had this wheel over on this side and you played with the controllers, it's obviously going to react differently. So you will have to play with the remote before you get started, just to understand direction and speed. But the remote does control direction and speed. This button here is your on and off switch. So you can see right now it's moving in reverse, going at its lowest speed, and you can use these control buttons here to increase, stop, or decrease the speed, or change the direction. So you will need to play with these a little bit because they don't label them. I think that might have been nice if they had labeled them, but again, if you flip this unit around relative to how you're working with on your surface, you're probably going to end up with some problems. So again, that's your on and off switch. Obviously that's really important to understand and pay attention so you don't drop this sucker off of your table or surface that you're working with. Again, that's on. Then you can hit the buttons and reverse the speed. And then you can use the other button to change the speed. There are again 3 speeds. This being the fastest one here. You can barely notice them. I'm not sure this unit would be the best for time-lapse photography because I think, frankly, it moves too fast for a lot of that. If you're doing a time-lapse across a large landscape or something like that, you'd probably want a camera dolly that's a little more sophisticated. One of the primary reasons that I ordered this was because I actually have a large Lego collection, mainly Star Wars stuff that I really like to build as an adult because they just didn't have this stuff when I was a kid in the 70s when the Star Wars things first came out. Of course, they had the action figures, but not the Legos. Long story short, I enjoy being able to take close-ups as the items are built and doing like little time lapses of them coming together. This is actually going to let me do some other really interesting shots on the table as I work, and one of the ways that it's going to be able to do that is the fact that we have these adjustments to these wheels, and we can actually make the unit go in a circle around anything that I have on the table. So you can see basically that if I turn this on, it's going to start circling around whatever I have on the table. Now, what I have found you have to do is make sure that the surface that you have is got great traction on it, because the unit can sometimes slip. These wheels will sometimes slide rather than roll. I may end up looking for some hobby wheels or something that I can buy from a hobby store or something to replace these rubber rings that they gave, because they're really, really slick. I think on some surfaces they're going to work great. On this table, because it's sometimes got some oil on the wood, it doesn't always work as well as I would like, but I have practiced with the unit and I'm pretty happy with what it does, especially for the price point. Guys, I think one of the things that you're going to find out there when you look is that, you know, these types of dollies, the prices range all over the place. This was relatively inexpensive. I believe it was around $70 with shipping. So check the internet out. Make sure you do what I always do, which is just research the heck out of people's purchases and find out how happy they are with them after they've had them for a little while. Now, you know what? Let's go ahead and let's explore what this unit can do, and I'll show you some sample shots of things that I've done, and I hope that you'll be able to see the possibilities of this unit. So that's it. That's the Yelangu L4. I hope that if you get a chance that you'll get to go purchase one and that you'll enjoy using it as much as I'm enjoying experimenting with it and using it to improve my cinematography and this YouTube channel. So anyway, I hope you have a fantastic Thanksgiving, and God bless.